saved my last little abundance oil for this read, y'all, okay? I have been looking forward to this. All right. So that we can give y'all some supercharged ascendant astro tarot readings. Thank y'all. Y'all ran up those Leo new moon readings. I had to come back and give y'all something for the full moon. You know, if we're gonna manifest and pull things in during the new moon, it's time for us to release and set some things aside for the full moon. So get comfortable, have a seat, lock in, log on, and let's get into some of these readings. First, let's talk forecast. Like, what's going on that could like impact the readings, and like what's going on? What's that, astrological algebra? So first up, we got our full moon in Aqua. That's why we are here to talk about the full moon in Aquarius. We got Aquarius, Saturnian, very wrapped up in discipline, but it's the intellectual. Maybe she's going to say things and tell you exactly what she thinks and how she wants you to go about it. We're talking about uniqueness, creativity. Mercury is still in Gatorade, but only for a few more days, y'all. Hang on. She's only retrograde until the 11th. I promise she will be off our neck. We got the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. I want all the prayer warriors. I want all the diviners, the lighters, the manifestors to do what you got to do. This is a great time to manifest, to set intentions, say a prayer, light a candle, please. Do something. Write a note to your future self. Write yourself a blank check. Do something. There's a lot of really good energy to manifest, which is why I waited to do this. I know this is Woo Woo Wednesday, and I do know that this video is coming out on a Friday. Listen, the planets call and I answer. I am not Black Jesus. I did not order the Gregorian calendar, okay? Don't be coming at me in the comments. But y'all can drop some Leo symbols down there to let me know that y'all got to this point. Okay. When I decided that I wanted to do this full moon reading, there was I could hear a verse in my head. And so I actually think this is the focus for everybody. We frequently lust for tomorrow's kiss, never realizing who we must become to sustain such desire. So first up, we are going to start with Aries. Aries, this full moon in Aquarius is transiting your 11th house. That is your house of friendships, social media, networking. Let's see what's going on over here for y'all, Aries. All right, we got the Hierophant and we got 2 of Rods. Aries, I love this. All right, it's so we have Saturn in Aries, so that all of the Aries risings. I feel like y'all are facing restrictions around action. Like, I know that y'all are ready to pop off. Y'all are all about the transformation, upheaval, starting things fresh and anew. So I would read this as like y'all are ready to show the world like what y'all are learning as y'all have gone through your trials and tribulations. Understanding true power, understanding true control, leaving behind the petty drama, leaving behind that petty anger, allowing for the rage to subside and to really truly understand what it means to command. Leaving behind limiting ideas around what you are capable of. Like, you absolutely can. You just got Aries. Aries have got that bazooka. They got that raw. And I think you're learning what it means to actually to have that ride and the responsibility around having that level of energy, um, and understanding where you should put that energy and how that energy radiates across your life. Let's see if I can get a little more for Aries here. Another two. Two of Swords. Y'all got it's giving choices. It when I see twos, especially like within this quantity, I see rebalancing everything, trying to choose this or that, wanting to get into the details. Like, everything is up for discussion. All the girls are in the bottom. Everybody can go home. Y'all are having some serious conversations around how you want to exist in the world and what you want to do. Life is saying choose something difficult and finish it. And y'all want to wrap this up real quick, and this is not that kind of activity. Um, as someone who has experienced their Saturn return, Saturn once again is like father energy. It's daddy energy. And it's like, it's gonna give you a hard time. It's going to suck. But that's a part of fatherhood. Teaching your kids how to do shit that don't nobody else want to teach your kids how to do. And so, like, I know y'all are ready to pop off. I know y'all are ready to get into it and to get into the good shit. But you can't skip the steps, Aries. You gotta follow the rules just like everybody else. So, be patient with yourselves. Be patient. Everything don't have to be expedient. Give it a moment. When it comes to that Saturnian energy, so we got this. I don't need to laugh, but I am a Saturnian. I understand. We got our full moon in Aqua playing a role. You got Saturn and Aries sitting poop right next to you. As someone who is Saturnian, I got a whole lot of Capricorn placements. I got an Aquarius placement too. I don't know how else to depict this, but you just gotta stretch out this motherfucker. You gotta get real comfortable. You gotta get real comfortable in the discomfort. And you just gotta let life do what it's gonna do. And you wake up and you show up and you say thank you and you have the gratitude. And eventually, it's not always immediately like obvious, but I promise you, as much as Saturn has busted my shit up, it has blessed me with a level of discernment, a level of an eye for detail, resilience. There's lessons that I learned when I was 18 or 19 that I was like, why the hell do I need to know this? That when I turned 36, 37, I was like, I'm glad that I knew that. It's that kind of exercise, y'all. And I know it sucks. But I promise you, you will persevere. And there is some gold on the other side. All right. Aries rising, y'all got this. Taurus rising. This is in your 10th house. Ooh, Taurus, I see this. Baby, y'all are tired of being broke. Y'all are finally tired of being broke. Okay, if it's not the Saturnian girls that I know, it's gonna be my Taurus brethren. Baby, I am a third house Taurus stellium. I see you. I see you, friends. Y'all are tired of being broke. So if I'm not mistaken, during the new moon reading, I talked about trusting that you can have, and trusting that the ideas will come if you would just listen. Try something new. And you learned that you can trust your intuition, and that you do have gifts to give to the world. You just got to figure out how. I have a feeling that you did some homework and you figured out some of the next steps, an inkling, a direction, a plan, something. And now you can use that plan to cure your spirit of brokenness. You have ideas. You just got to get up off that tail and go ahead and do something with it. We got Nine of Cups in reverse. And then we got Ace of Wands, which just gives me new ideas. Taurus, when did you stop trusting yourself? Taurus, you have such good intuition. We are very intuitive creatures. And we can be kind of obsessive, especially with the things that we really care about. I see you. But when did we stop trusting ourselves? What happened? You know? If you had to dust your shoulder off that Taurus, like, shake off that stank. You got this. You got this. Let's so what are we leaving behind? Taurus ascendants. Once again, this is in your 10th house. This is your persona, career, reputation. That abundance that you want, you can have. The reputation that you want, you can have. Do you have to work? Absolutely. However, you are in charge of your own. You are responsible for your own suffering. Yes, you Taurus, you are responsible for your own suffering. You have choice. Sometimes it's not about what we can't do; it's what we can do. And what these cards are saying is you have rediscovered some ways that you can have a grand impact on your life. You know, Taurus, we like to till the land. We like to build. We like to create. We like to nourish. And when the money not right, our creativity's not right. They're hand in hand. Our productivity is linked with our wellness, you know? And our bodies store our trauma. You know, Taurus, we have a very interesting relationship with our mind and our body. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But we gotta shake off the expectation and, you know, get into realignment. We got this. We gotta start trusting ourselves. Don't let the bitches that misunderstood you throw you off your game. You got this, sister. Gemini. This is the 9th house. 9th house, the house of spirituality and beliefs. I have a feeling that you are birthing a new personality right as we speak, Gemini. Let's see what the cards say. Miss Baba has been in quiet reflection. Alright, so we got the Hermit, and we got Six of Swords. Developing a new personality, maybe. I think Gemini is having a reevaluation of deep core beliefs. You know, we are in this Mercury retrograde. Geminians and Geminian related folks, i.e. Virgos, y'all too. When Mercury go retrograde, y'all's lives just turn upside down. Like, we are all impacted, but baby, y'all are impacted. Life be coming through, turning everything upside down. And so I feel like that's called you all to deeply reflect around core beliefs and how you plan on moving forward. This is related to 9th house, So maybe it's a crisis or a rebuilding of like spiritual beliefs. Maybe I'm thinking like frames of thought, worldviews, mindsets, political ideology, things of that nature. What else? Ooh, Three of Swords. Somebody hurt you. Or did you hurt yourself? Did somebody hurt you or did you hurt yourself? Because Gemini, I do. We're good for. Uh-huh. Y'all start concocting and pre-living the moment in y'all head. Did somebody hurt you or did you hurt yourself? No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade, Gemini. That's what I am feeling is that you maybe you believe something. And you know when y'all believe something, y'all believe wholeheartedly. So maybe you believed in something and you got your hand slapped. That's the energy that I'm getting right now. I think we are leaving behind expectation. We're leaving behind assumption. Because when we assume, you do what? Yes, make an ass out of you and an ass out of me. Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And if we're gonna know things, Gemini, we have to apply them. Okay? Did they hurt you or did you hurt yourself? Ask that question. All right, Gemini. Cancerians, y'all got so much good energy around y'all right now. I hope y'all are doing the damn thing, because now is your time. I said that last time, I'm saying that this time. I hope y'all are doing something. Baby, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all sensitive asses. All right, Cancer. Ooh. All right, Cancer said, bitch, catch me if you can. Okay. Okay, Cancer. This is kind of cool. We got Knight of Swords reverse, death. Well, as we know, y'all have been transformed. That was the tea that we gave during the Leo new moon reading. Everything is ball is in your court, Cancer. It's like this wave of energy came and y'all said, "Watch me work," and kept it pushing. This lunation is transiting your 8th house, which is I like to think of this as the house of agreements, the house of transformations. Some people refer to it as the house of death, other people's money, divorce. I think y'all are just renegotiating life in totality. Just in totality. Like, just rushing in head first, chasing your wildest dreams. And I really honestly hope that y'all are. Because now is the time. There's so much good energy. But how would I read this? I think with Mercury in retrograde, I think for you, Cancer, is all about like fine-tuning your desires. Be careful. Don't rush in head first. We don't want to bust our shit up like Gemini back there. We don't want to bust our shit up. But taking your time, remembering who you were, acknowledging where you are now, celebrating the space in between, and using this good energy to propel you. Baby, do it. Now is your time. I'm gonna give you a bonus card. The Emperor. That's Aries energy. Another sign to tell you to push forward, baby. Push forward. Now remember, I said don't sign no contracts until after the retrograde, but go ahead and outline them plans. Y'all got it. Alright, Leo. This is your 7th house, the house of partnership, house of romance, house of relationships. Right. Let's see what y'all got going on over here. Alright. We got Six of Rods and Ace of Wands reversed. Interesting. Okay. So we got Mercury in retrograde in the sign of Leo until 8/11. We got Sun in Leo until we get to the next season. We got a full moon in Aqua, which means that the full moon is opposite the sun and all the other stuff next to the sun. So I guess my inclination would be things are either going really, really well for you or absolute shite. you either winning and giving tens or not. Now, as I said last reading, Leo and Aquarius and Cancer all got really good energy right now just because of what's going on in the sky. But I'm wondering if this retrograde came in loud and got you questioning some things, Leo. We are renegotiating our relationship with recognition, with being seen, with being acknowledged. I think Leo folks have big hearts and, you know, they love to do the performance thing. I also think that Leo people like to be praised and like to be acknowledged. But I also feel like I want to ask the question, like, Leo, when was the last time that you acknowledged yourself? And how do you acknowledge your existence, like, in the world? How can we ask other people to clap for us when sometimes we don't clap for ourselves? Leo, I think we're understanding that there's a difference between being seen and being understood and being heard. Those are all three very different things that I think sometimes we get very confused for one another. I think we are renegotiating what success looks like in this season. Ooh. Okay, Eight of Coins. I always think of Eight of Coins as like recognizing the cost to be in charge. So like, yes, we like to take leadership roles. Yes, we like to be the face of things. But what's the cost for maintenance? What are the responsibilities that we have to burden and or handle or be responsible for to be that? And so I think as we are thinking about the costs and what we would like and what we can manage, I think the way that we want to be seen and acknowledged within relationship, within the public sphere, and within in our own lives, will continue to change. That's what I'm getting, Leo. I don't think that's a good place to be. Baby, the full moon and Aqua coming through. Full moon and Aqua is going to tell us about ourselves, huh? We got going on Virgo. Listen, y'all know I go up for y'all, Virgo. I love y'all so much. You can never make me hate a Virgoan. Baby, I just know intuitively that this Mercury retrograde came all up and through, huh? And this full moon in Aqua is gonna also have impact. We have Temperance in reverse, and we have the Sun. Okay, the last time that we talked, Virgo, I told y'all that y'all needed to sit the hell down. That for everyone's sake, that you needed to take a seat, especially for yours. Because you know, y'all be trying to give and take care of everybody else. You gotta secure your own mask before you can take care of everybody around you, okay? You can't fill up other people's cup unless your cup is full. Temperance in reverse. But I got the Sun. Like, the Sun always gives me really good energy. I also am glad to see this here because it is also associated with Leo, which is our season right now. We're also celebrating the 8/8 portal, which I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It's amplifying our manifestations, amplifying our prayers. Uh, Virgos, I know y'all have also been going through a hard time because South Node is sitting right next to all of your stuff. You know, South Node is about fated lessons, usually associated with recalibration lessons and like decrease. So I know y'all are begging for some relief, and I think we are approaching. Life is trying to give y'all a new balance. Life is helping you pluck out what you don't need. It's helping you outline those boundaries. It's helping you get reacquainted with your body and your family and your friends. This lunation runs through your sixth house, which is work and health. The energy that I'm getting is more wellness. I'm thinking wellness wheel. If you don't know what the wellness wheel, I'll try to plug it somewhere in here. You can also just Google it. But think about there's other areas of health aside from like your physical health. There's like mental health. You got occupational health, spiritual health, psychological health, so on and so forth. Take care of yourself, Virgo. This is a time for rest, reacclimation. I promise life will unleash and will deshackle you. It is coming. I see the ideas are forming. It's coming together. Y'all see the need for rest. Some of y'all are fighting it. Life is gonna tell you every time. What are we leaving behind? We are leaving. I feel like it's too easy to say like perfection, but like I feel like y'all are trying to control this experience. Admittedly, so right now I'm experiencing my nodal return, and so like my South Node is in Virgo, and I feel like I've also just had to be like, okay, we gonna just let this experience be what it is, and once I sat down and was like, yo, let life, it made sense. So that's what I'm telling you to do as well, Virgo. Just go ahead, sit down and watch. That's it. That's all we got to do. Libra, last time I yelled at you and told y'all that it was time to start something new. This full moon in Aquarius is running through your fifth house, which is the house of creativity, style, and performance. A lot of Ace of Wands today. We've seen this card so much. Baby, I guess I also associate King of Swords with Aquarius. This is interesting. Like, this is almost kind of literal to me. King of Swords gives me decisive action. Like, Libra, you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. It reminds me of like the adage of the frog being in the water and the water being turned up and the frog adapts to the boiling water, and so then it gets cooked because it doesn't make. Baby, you got tired of being in that hot ass water, and you have made some decisions, Libra, and I am so happy for you because I know you struggle with that. The ideas are flowing. The ideas are flowing. The choices are being made. I think this lets me know that there may be some, you got to bust your head a couple times, but we have a lift off, and I am so happy for you, Libra. Queen of Cups. Oof. So this is transiting your fifth house, once again, which is creativity, style, and performance. This is giving me, I feel, and therefore I think, y'all gotta take care of your spirit, Libra. You gotta do better with your spiritual health, with your mental health, because when your spirit and your mental's not together, the art is off, the thoughts are off. It's an imbalanced scale. It's like y'all can't find your center. Um, and so I think you now understand where some of your needs are moving forward. Also identifying things that we value. Perhaps we were acting in ways that were not in alignment with us, or we were sacrificing for others. I think we now understand the the cost for that. I almost want to give you the same advice that Virgo got last time. Go ahead and take care of your business now. You worry about everybody else later. Handle your business. Last time I asked you if you were spending too much on comfort. Do we now understand how sometimes comfort can be a prison? This is coming from a Taurus. Listen. If the Taurus is telling you this, please, please, Libra. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, this is transiting your fourth house. Let's see what we got going on here. I love this for you, Scorpio. Baby, you got the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. Scorpio, this is your fourth house. This is your private life. Last time I asked you, I was like, Scorpio, are you longing? I feel like, and I said this last time, like, this is a season of like death for y'all. And I like y'all know what I mean, Scorpio. I don't mean like it's that transformational energy. Like y'all are seeping. Like if y'all were the tea bag, y'all are steeping. I just feel like Scorpios are being brewed and bottled for something later. Like this, like y'all not at the top of the pack, but y'all not at the end. Y'all in the middle. Like y'all are rising. Y'all are coming up. Y'all are coming up. Y'all are the next upcoming legends. This is letting me know that like you are exercising your spiritual gifts. You are being reintroduced and getting reacquainted with your spiritual gifts. You are trusting your spirit. You are trusting your intuition. You are having a conversation with the ancestors. You are connecting to your creativity. You plugging into something else. We also got Queen of Pentacles, which to me is about like bountifulness, harvest. But I connected instead of like a king, which I think more of like hard skills, like that's Taurus energy. Queen of Pentacles is more like intuition, feminine, wild. This is I'm getting the album, the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but that's not what I mean. What my brain is trying to tell me is like a re-education, like of yourself. Like I love this. Like y'all are privately minding your business, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. I feel like a new person is being born in this process as you stash away harvest for another day. Like this feels like y'all are in the chrysalis. Like y'all are not fully, y'all are not at the butterfly state, but y'all are at the chrysalis. And like we know mama is coming. She just not here yet. That's kind of what I get. It gives growth. It gives new understanding. It gives healing and reconnection. It gives quantum leap. Like you were not the person that you were when you started this process. Like not nearly. And I'm really excited to see like what happens afterwards. Let's see. Knight of Wands. So aggressive. I think about Knight of Wands as like energy uncaged. Like, just get a picture of like Goku, like, give me your energy. Ah, and y'all are just next time on Dragon Ball. Like, we're right now, it's the next time on Dragon Ball Z, and we are just waiting. We are just waiting for Scorpio to give us that spirit bomb. And you know when she comes, she goes. So let's ra-ta-ta-ta. Let's wait and see. Let's see Scorpio. I have a feeling October, November gonna be real fun. Somebody pull the transits for Scorpio season, please. Cause you know when Scorpios get quiet. Mm-hmm. Sagittarius, welcome back. I see y'all got tired of life beating y'all up. This is transit in your third house. Let's see. Queen of Wands in reverse. Judge. Baby, the universe is not done with you yet, my sister. I am so sorry. Baby, we reap what we sow, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we reap what we sow. I am so sorry, Mama. Mama done came through. And I do not have the feeling that the games have even begun. Baby, the trumpets are blowing. Queen of Wands reverse is coming to torch the land. My God. Page of Swords. Inexperience. I think y'all got a little too big for your britches, Sag. And basically, you gotta sit down and let the roosters come home to roost. You reap what you sow. If you put out goodness, you get goodness. If you put out hateration in the dancery, you get that clownery. I feel really bad though. So like this is your third house, which represents like the life organization and communication. And so this is giving gag order. It's giving. I think of like the court of public opinion. Your reputation is giving shot. The girls are talking. There's a distrust of the way that you have represented yourself. Page of Sword gives me you shot too soon. This feels very frantic to me, and I'm so sorry, Sagittarius. But baby girl, okay, so what does that mean? This means that we are giving up in authenticity. We are giving up recklessness. We are giving up sometimes the tendency maybe to be flippant, maybe to overpromise and underdeliver. Perhaps. I think that may be what we are giving up here. Sag, based upon what I'm remembering from the new reading. All Vito's hand and good luck to you. Sorry about it. Alright, Capricornisha. Let's see what the what the cards got in store for you. Capricornisha, this is your second house. Money. Money. Self-worth. Alright, Capricorn. We got Four of Cups in reverse. We got Page of Cups straight up. This transit is in your second house, the house of dinero and self-worth. I think shit is getting real for you, Capricorn. I just get this image of like water permeating like the hardened earth. Um, and a couple things happening, like understanding like what it means to be nourished on an emotional or spiritual level versus a monetary level, and understanding that they are not the same thing and do not offer the same kind of like experience. I'm also getting the energy of like dissolving the like letting go of like illusions about yourself, like assumptions that you had about yourself. I think are also coming to the surface, and renegotiating your relationship with that, right? So I have these assumptions about myself that are floating to the surface. What do I do with that? Are those assumptions about myself true or false? Where do those assumptions come from? And then if you try to figure out what to do, like do you adopt that as your personality, or do you say no, like I can be this other thing? Capricornisha, I also think this is a shaking of your like core relationships, like a renegotiating of like unions. Um, I think as we gain a different understanding of who we are and our self worth, you know, I don't want to say increases or decreases, but our self worth grows or changes, that will also change your relationships and who you hang out with. And so I'm wondering how we are all also handling um, how our growth and how our transformation and the way that we're thinking about ourselves is changing the relationships that we have, you know. Or you frequently tie self-worth to money, and so the illumination that having a lot of money and having self-worth are not the same thing, and or having monetary abundance and having abundance of spirit, abundance of creativity, abundance of intelligence are also not the same thing, can be shocking and downright scary, depending on what you value in life. Hopefully that means something to you, Capricorn, and shout out to you during this full moon in Aqua. All right, Aquarius, full moon in your sign. Like this is in your first house, Aquarius. This is about you explicitly. This is your ego. This is in your face. It's right up next to you. Let's see what the cards have for you. Ooh, King and Queen of Pentacles right next to each other. Okay, I'm gonna turn. I just want to see. I gotta see what it is. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So we got King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then I got Nine of Swords. All right, Aquarius. When I decided that I wanted to do this full moon reading, there was I could hear a verse in my head. And so I actually think this is the focus for everybody in their own individual special way, but I think this message is also meant for you, and you will understand what this means. So this is what I heard in my head. I wrote it down. We frequently lust for tomorrow's kiss, never realizing who we must become to sustain such desire. And so I've been thinking about, you know, how as humans we always like, oh, I want this or I want to be that, oh, you know, I wanna own a business, or I wanna be a father, or I wanna have $1 million, or I wanna live in Dubai. Like, it can be whatever you want it to be. We never think about the person that we have to become in order to build those gifts, to manifest those gifts, to sustain those gifts. We think about the now and we think about the then, but we don't think about that in between. And I think sometimes we block our own blessings by not allowing, because we in our head may have some assumptions around how this thing will manifest. And it's like, life is like, I'm trying to give you this thing. If you would just breathe, you know, it might not be a white picket fence, but you still can have that $1 million house. You can be the star of your own reality television show. It might not be RuPaul's Drag Race, but you can still be a reality television. You get what I'm trying to say? This just gives me renegotiation of core ideas around who you are, what you're willing to show others, um, putting your money where your mouth is. A realization of just how real your thoughts can become, Aquarius. I think now that Pluto is stationed next to everything that's in Aquarius, everything is magnified. And shit got real. We got Nine of Swords. It's about like manifesting like your worst dreams, and or it could be interpreted in this way as like facing your fears, facing your darkest self. I think with this Pluto in Aquarius, those are being pulled to the surface. But as opposed to like running, you're like using that to transform and to inform, you know, what you do next, Aquarius. Um, you're learning to use your gifts differently. You're learning how to turn that. You know, Aquarians are unique. Like y'all see things in a specific way. Y'all got your own special sauce, your own special cocktail, and you're learning how to use that special sauce and that special cocktail to propel you in the direction that you need to be going. As opposed to thinking about what you don't want to manifest, you're now understanding it's important for you to think about what you do want and what you do want to manifest, and allowing yourself to feel the feelings tied to those thoughts. It's that connection. I'm just thinking about like the lessons of the Aquarius Leo axis, which is this axis of ego, this game of being seen and being unseen. I think and therefore I feel, and so Aquarians and Leonine folks are in this tug of war around their relationship with the public, the relationship with themselves, who they are in public, who they are in private, their thoughts. Like Aquarius, oh, I'm a first house Aquarian Mars. Like we think that our like thoughts are gold. Like it's the most precious. Our thoughts and the time that we get to just like sit in silence with ourselves is just like sacred. And so like I feel like Aquarians, we have some of the best ideas, and we're always like, okay, well, do I trust you with my idea? Like, do you deserve to have this tea? And it's a game of trying to figure out who we're gonna trust, but also realizing that like we need other people to help make our visions come true. Like we can't do everything by ourselves. King of Pentacles, that's Taurus energy. Y'all know that's a Taurus sun. That urge to just do everything. I was gonna say every fucking thing. That's the T. Every fucking thing by yourself. You gonna just do it because you are real particular. You like your stuff a certain way. And you like, listen, bucket. I'ma just do it. Aquarians, you are learning that you have a community. You have people around you that support you, your ideas, your goals, dreams, aspirations, and all that. Open up, share, It's I just the Aquarians, the Leo. It's about the prisons that we build for ourselves. Sometimes living in the public eye all the time can be a prison, just like being in a prison of your mind. And so trying to balance how that looks for one sign versus the other. These are the conversations that I'm thinking about specifically. That was a little rant about the Aquarius Leo axis, but I think I was specifically talking to Aquarius at that time. Y'all got a lot going on. Y'all got a lot of really good energy, and it's gonna be like this for a while. You gotta buckle up. We got work to do. We got Pisces with the 12th house. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, now that's interesting. It's giving morning. Okay, I'm gonna turn one more. It's giving morning. This gives me morning pieces of you that have died. So like we know North Node is in Pisces and South Node is in Virgo. And so Pisces have spent most of the year up. You're having these fated events around all things you. A lot of my Pisces friends are talking about integrating and digesting, revisiting childhood trauma, trying new jobs, new life orientations, new countries. It's a lot of newness and renegotiation, and in the process of exploring all of these new opportunities and these fated events, also mourning the versions of them that didn't get to exist, mourning the versions of them that they've had to put to pasture as they've had the experiences they've had over the course of the year. This lets me know that you are deep in your feelings. You are deep in your feelings per the usual Pisceans. But this is deep soul work. I'm also wondering if the universe is prepping you for eclipse season. We got a couple weeks before we flow into Virgo season, which we will have an eclipse, which will be opposite you. So I'm wondering if this is a preemptive, let's start paying attention to some of the things that eclipse will come and uproot within your life. Getting this like image of like shielding a young child, right? And so done the work to like heal the wounds and to like get into the tea. And so like what that does to a person, like that makes that inner child, that inner energy like more valuable because you know it differently. And I'm wondering like how that healing will change the way that you engage others, particularly around that like wounded child heart space. All right, y'all. Those are my full moon in Aquarius, lunation, tarot astral readings. Remember, you were supposed to be reading and listening for your ascendant sign, but if it resonates, it resonates. We will revisit our forecast. This was for a full moon in Aqua. 8-8 portal, light a candle, say a prayer, charge your crystals, do your manifestations. However you like to honor the divine and the other, I ask that you participate. And I will see y'all on the other side. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the channel. Peace.